Hello and welcome. My name is Pam. My pronouns are she, her, and this is Hobbies and Hyperfocus, a YouTube channel primarily about cross stitch and other random floss related things. I am from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which is on Treaty 6 territories and the traditional homes of the Métis, Cree, and Dene people. Today is March 24th, 2024. It is 12 o'clock noon, and this is episode 14 of Hobbies and Hyperfocus. I've got my coffee, I've got my fizzy water. Somewhere around here I've got a cat. You can't. Alright, look, see? You can see her? Right under there. So, let's do this. And the first thing we want to talk about, if you've ever been to my channel, you know I like to do tarot. I'm into the tarot thing. I haven't done any actual readings here, but if I ever get one of those cameras that can like look down, I'll probably do that. Maybe even do some of my planner hobbies. So the card of the day is the Eight of Pentacles, which, depending on which deck you look at, this is my oldest deck, which is the Tarot of the Old Path. This was actually the very first deck that I started reading with, and I got this back in like 91, I think. So this card is the card of knowledge. Like you've worked your way up, you're very good at something, you're almost to the level of mastery but not quite. In other decks, this is the card of midlife crisis. So I am actually heading on into my 50th birthday. I think the next episode that I do will be my 50th birthday. The 19th of April. And so like midlife crisis is kind of the theme of my year this year. So I say a lot. So we'll get into kind of what I was thinking about for doing for my 50th birthday, but also midlife crisis. Is it time to rethink my entire life? Do I want to change everything? Do I want to look for a new career? Blah, blah, blah. Those are always things that come up around this time of year for me, partly because my job is very, very frustrating at this time of year. But it is the card of you've put in a lot of work, you're getting close. You might not be a master yet, but you're getting close to expert in your field, which kind of is what's happening in my field. When I get to that point in my life, usually, I start getting bored, and I'm looking for new challenging things because ADHD. So, you know, there's the I'm getting into the mastery. I'm starting to become good at what I'm doing, and now I'm bored with that, and maybe I'm thinking about getting into other things, challenges, stuff. So, what does that mean for my life? We'll see. We're heading down the road to 50, and what's going to happen next? So, we're here for the stitching, so let's get to the stitching. Now, I did mention in the last episode that lately my other non-stitchy hyperfocus has been on political things, particularly around the genocide that's happening in Gaza and in Palestine. And so I finished this. It was like I was drawn to this. I have not fully finished it. I'm not entirely sure how. I think I have to get like an 8.5 by 11 frame or 8 by 10 frame, and hopefully it'll fit that. This is a design by Marumi Crafts. You can see her on Instagram. She's also on Flosstube. I'll try and link her. I'm not super great at the linking. I don't know if it works. Ooh, this looks so goofy when I do that. So this is the Hope sampler. So and she has now told me, yes, these words actually say, the black words say what the red words say. So it says, because you read it from this way, even if there is no hope, it is our duty to create it. Without hope, we are lost. And this is by Mahmoud Darwish. I am having a hard time with the back, seeing what's going on. Mahmoud Darwish. And he is a Palestinian poet. And like just down, I didn't put my initials on it, but I did put down there 24 so that I marked what year I finished this. So that's all that means. It's just the year is in 24 at the bottom. I'm kind of up in the air with how to finish this. I was thinking of putting it on a banner, but I don't want it to be floppy. So, I'll probably just frame it. So this is the only finish that I have for this week, or this session. I was supposed to film last week, but I didn't think that I had enough stuff to show, so I just decided not to. And I kind of do that. I'm just in the air. So, again, this is the Palestine, or not the Palestine, the Hope sampler. And you can get this by going to @Marumi Crafts. It's in her link tree on Instagram. And there are a number of Palestinian voices, or voices of hope, where you can get different free designs, and they encourage you to donate to an organization that helps Palestine, like UNRWA, or my ongoing, every month I have a $25 donation that goes to Médecins Sans Frontières, or Doctors Without Borders. So that's the one that I've been donating to. I also have a donation, a monthly donation, and I have for 5 years now, to Amnesty International. So those are my charities of choice, but there's a number of charities that you can donate to that are helping in Palestine right now. So that is the only thing that I finished. Now, I tried to do a lot more stitching this week, these last couple weeks, because I don't want to be boring. So, my last episode, I was working on this one, and this is Variant of Interest. This is sorry, I have a really hard time holding these. So Variant of Interest is a long dog sampler, and it is done on a 40 count Nocturne by Pictureless Plus. I have chosen to do it with 601, 602, and 603, which are all DMC colors. And my, oops, I had it sideways. Sorry. It goes this way. Okay, because there's my kitty. My main accent color is 3371, which is dark brown or chocolate brown. And so I have bunnies, I have a squirrel, I have a bird, some birds in the corner here. And then I have Princess, who is right here. That's that white cat that you saw before. She is my cat, and so since there was a little cat, I decided to make that her. I did 5 sessions on this, and I did a lot of putting it in and frogging it out, and putting it in and frogging it out. So it doesn't look like I did very much. It was all this one down here. Yeah. Well, eventually I'm going to get the hang of where everything is. So this particular motif was what I was working on. I will try to put up where I was before. And eventually I will get, just if you can just ignore all of that. Just ignore all of it. This is my basement and my storage area, and so you can see the quilt that I made up here. This is my daughter's crib quilt, cat food, all the totes. Just try to ignore that. Look at the pretty floss. See the pretty floss? It's pretty floss. It's very pretty. Look at that. Anyway. So, yeah, again, I'm going to put it up sideways or upside down. So this is variant of interest. I will try and put in a picture of where I was before. Over here. And maybe what it is supposed to look like. I have cat hairs all over my face. I can feel them. So this is my second long dog. I actually have finished the pandemic one that I got. That was my first long dog sampler, and I did that one on a 32 count ice blue Witchelt linen, and I did that with, oh my goodness, these color, like these bright blues, and the accent color on that one was a dark gray. So this is like a companion piece to that. And I just thought, pandemic, variant of interest. I have a list of probably about 400 different patterns that I want to do. And I think almost everything from Long Dog Sampler. I think the newest one, Saga, I would like to do Saga. But again, I need to get the material for it. And the material is the thing that holds me up. Let's just keep clicking along here. I know I'm talking really, really fast because I'm very, very nervous whenever I'm in front of a camera. And I can't tell which side is which. And it's very, very confusing to my brain. So I'm going to put up here the picture of where I was before with Sea Witch. Before I started. And this is where I am now. So this is Nora Corbett Sea Witch. I've done it on I think this is 32 count even weave mystic, and I cannot remember what I think it's a Bee Stitch Me fabric. I don't know. I lost the tag and I can't remember, and I didn't write it down. But I did 5 sessions on this, and I was focusing on all of these curly tentacle thingies down here. I'm almost done the tentacles, and then we'll be going back up on this one. Right here. Go up here, up this way, and to her hair, and then I got to get the beats. I don't think there's any Kreinik in this one, but I really love this one. This is one of the ones that I just fell in love with. I love the Enchanted Pixies. I would love to do a lot of the witchy ones because I'm a witch and I like witchy things, and I just really like to, I would like to put some more up here. More over there. You can't see over there. That was where I used to film, in that side. And I want to have the whole wall in cross stitch, but I haven't gotten anything up yet, including the shelves that I have had purchased and bought and everything and ready. ADHD. It's fun. So yes, there is the 5 sessions of Sea Witch, and I'm doing it all in DMC. I would like to, I was going to swap out this bright one. I have a bright silk that is exactly the same color, but it was just easier to do them all the same. So all in DMC. It will have beads. I'm expecting this one to actually be done this year. I'm hoping this year. So far I have 3 full finishes. Or no, 2 full finishes and 2 part finished chunks. Like I was able to get the session January and February parts of Stitch for Pride 2024 done. I haven't started 2020 or the March one because my brain got fried with work, and all I wanted to work on was the Hope Sampler. And I didn't say when I started the Hope Sampler on February 24th. I finished on March 16th. Now, the next thing I wanted, sticking with our nautical theme, and I'm going to put it up here, where I was before. And this is the Mermaid of the Seasons Sal. Okay, over here. Mermaid of the Seasons Sal. This is the Winter Mermaid. And the pattern is by Bella Fillipina. And it's on a 32 count Singing in the Rain linen by Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers Co. And this one has been the bane of my existence. I love her, but I ripped her out 4 times. Like in December, I had finished pretty much her whole tail. Then I realized I was off in several places, so I couldn't just fudge it. And so I ripped out the entire tail and I started again. And then I got like the whole fin, and then I realized I was still off and I started again. So this is my last chance at her. If she's out by anything, she's staying out. So all these spaces here are Krynics and beads. I only have her face here to do. The rest is, there's a little bit of this green accent bit up there on her crown. But other than that, she's gonna be done the next time I pull her out. So I did 5 sessions on her. I'm trying to do each work in progress for 5 sessions and then pick it up again. That way I get through everything. I tried Whip Go. My oppositional defiance got in the way, and every time somebody told me I had to do something, I decided I didn't, and I wasn't going to do it, and I just started something else. So I want to get her done. I have to finish up these borders. They go all the way around. I cannot tell. My brain is saying this way. So this will come down, it'll meet up here, it'll come up here. There's a motif in the corner of each, so like this corner, that corner, that corner, and that corner. And there should be a word that says like winter. This one would say autumn, summer, and spring. I'm not sure if I want to put that part in. So those are my first almost completed Bella Filipinas. Again, another one where I have about a list of 1 billion that I want to do. Then I finished that one, and I finished my sessions last week. So I'll put up here where I was the last time I picked up my other mermaid, which is the Crystal Mermaid Aquabella. Now, I'm doing her on a 32 count Dark Treasure by Dying for Cross Stitch. And it's an opalescent. This is the first time I'm working on an opalescent. See? Shiny. Ooh, so shiny. It's not a ghost. It's shiny. It's very shiny. And I don't know. The last time where I was, I think I was down in here, and I finished this part and this. Now I'm going back up here, so we're gonna go up this way. This will be a regular size mermaid, so this is just the beginning of her tail down here, like her butt is probably way up here. I had done the first bunch of mermaids from Mirabilia. So like the first Mermaid of the Pearls and Mermaid of Deep Blue. I can't remember what her name was. I did her in the 90s. So those ones are gone. When I got divorced, they went missing. And I've never found them. They weren't framed. They were in my box of unframed things. So partly when I came back to cross stitch, I wanted to do another mermaid. I wanted to get my mermaids back. I still have the whole like accessories pack, like the beads and the Krynics for Mermaids of the Deep Blue. So if I get the pattern again, I think I could start that one again. But now I want to try finishing this one. This one is for my daughter Stephanie. She's the 11-year-old and she wanted a mermaid. So I have done, I don't know if I did this one before in the session before, but yeah, I'll put up what I had, and then I did one session last night, and now I'm kind of off that again because while I was digging through all my stuff, I came back across my Blackwork. So this one goes this way. I want all of these yellow ones to go. Oh wait, sorry. Again, not being able to tell. I want all the yellow ones to go just the one. So I have 3 more motifs to do. I did 3 of them last night, I think. This one, and this one. So, oh no, this one, and this one. So I have 3 left to do, and then it's done, and I will probably try and find a big hoop for that one, because it's really pretty. This was my first attempt. Oh, yuck. I have a stain on that. This is my first attempt at Blackwork. And then, like, I did the Christmas tree from the Steady. This is the Steady needle, or the Steady thread. and it's a free stitch along. This was 2023 Botanical stitch along. They do have a 2024, but I'm not doing it this year. So I was drawn to that because of the hexagons. I don't know why. The frame and the hexagons got me, and that was my thing. So that was all the stitching that I've done this last 3 weeks. What do I want to do? Okay, plans for the next little while. My ink circles piece that I did, which is Forest Path, sorry, I will put it up here, has now gone out to the next person in our round robin, which is Trina, and I will be getting the piece from Megan Plexity, who apparently is doing Memories of Ireland or Reflections of Ireland, which is one of the ones that I always wanted to do anyway, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. I hope that I have done the round robin thing when I prepared it and sent it right. This is the first time I've ever done a round robin, so who knows if I did it right. So that's going on to round 2 now, and when that comes I'll show you that. I also signed up for a Carolyn Manning round robin, which we want to send in May. I haven't even gotten the pattern yet. I did go to her website and she had a sale on, and I downloaded 4 patterns, but you can't use PDF patterns for these because you have to send the pattern. You can't transfer it. So I have to order that from 123 Stitch and wait for that to come. The one that I'm going to do is going to be Turquoise and Teal, I think it's called. I like it because it kind of looks like clovers. I like clovers and green. So that was the brainchild of Chinook Crafter. So Michelle came up with that. And there is 4 of us in that. Erin, Michelle, Anna, and I. And we'll be doing, each one of us will be doing one, cutting it in 4, and sending it around. So the other thing that I wanted to mention, and I'm going to put it up here, is the Stitchers Collective will be starting another fundraiser April 1st. And unlike Michelle Bendy Stitchy, I have not seen any of the patterns, but I always need more patterns. So, and this one is to, my brain just stopped. This one is a fundraiser for Médecins Sans Frontières, which is Doctors Without Borders. And like I said before, I have a monthly automatic donation that I send to them every month. It's $25 Canadian right now, and I'm hoping that I can somehow use that automatic donation for April or March. I think March came out on the 18th, so I probably can't use that one, but I can use one in April, maybe, if I can prove that I sent them money. I'll have to see. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to make a second donation. Doesn't matter because I donate a lot to them anyway, so they do good work. I'll keep donating to them. So if you donate, and I don't even know how much, it's probably like $20 US, $15 US, whatever it is in US dollars converted, then donate that amount and you get the receipt and you take the receipt and you show it to somebody at the Stitchers Collective, and then they give you the link that you can download the patterns. I'm not sure how many patterns, but I already donate, so I'll probably... I've heard really good things from a lot of the people who are in the Stitchers Collective, so can't go wrong with Fundraiser. So I'm going to obviously do that. And then the last thing, and this is the thing that I tried about, I think, 5 times to go over, and I kept getting interrupted by the small human. So my 50th birthday is coming up this year. It's on April the 19th, which I'm going to try and film that day, or near that day, because I think that's a Friday. Pretty sure that's a Friday, because that's the first weekend of Stitch North. I was going to go to the first weekend of Stitch North, but then I went. Everybody else was going to the second, so I went to the second. Anyway, the first idea that I had was first going on the trip with my mom, which got canceled, and that was partly due to her having lymphoma, and partly due to the situation at my work going a little bit haywire. Like I mentioned in the last episode, there are 2 of us in our department that do everything for all the property managers. And my other coworker, she started off as my assistant, now she's my coworker. The second in command in our department out of 2 is going on maternity leave, probably around the time I would have been going away. And I was going to be gone for 3 weeks, and that just wouldn't work, because we'd have a new trainee. At the rate we're going, it's just going to be a virtual assistant. It's not actually going to be a new person in our department or a new actual... Not that they're not an actual employee, but I have feelings about the virtual assistant program that they've been using, and it's just, I just feel that we need another person in our department, and hiring somebody in India or the Philippines or somewhere else where we can't interact with each other easily, it's just going to be not as effective as if we actually hired somebody like we've been asking for. But it's not up to me. I have no choice in it. And I have no idea what's actually happening because nobody's telling us. But because she's going to be on mat leave, I can't go on vacation at that exact time. And so that plan is out the window. We can't just make that up now that my mom's better. The second thing that I was going to try was I was going to do The Poison Garden by Chatelaine Stitchery. And then I saw how much, like, it's not just the pattern. The pattern itself is a digital pattern. I can buy that and get it, but they're massive. They're quite large when you do them. And so you'd have to get a large piece of linen, and there's like 2 or 3 pages of materials. So you have not just DMC, but you have DMC, you have Cairn water lilies, you have silks, you have Gloriana silks, you have Krynics and Petite Treasure braids and treasures and Swarovski crystals. Like, a lot of this stuff, looking at it, was extraordinarily difficult to source. And then I was watching the Flosstube Extra, or the last episode by the Kitschy Whips, where she was talking about how she got into the Chatelaines and where you order from and everything. And apparently you order from European Cross Stitch. and or European needlework. So, but I have joined the Chatelaine support group, and I'm waiting to see if the pattern goes on sale, but I don't think I'm going to get everything or anything in time for my birthday in 3 weeks. So that kind of got put on the back burner too. I'm going to aim for the end of the year within my 50th to start one, but I don't think it's going to even start by April the 19th. Now the last thing, and what I'm probably going to start with, is this. I have seen a lot of people doing what's called a embroidery diary or a stitching diary. And so I didn't start on the 1st of January. So I thought I can start on my birthday. And I found this giant hoop. This is the biggest one I could find. But now I have to find the white cotton. So I have to find basically a doubled up piece of white cotton. And of all the fabric that I do have, I do not have any white cotton. White plain cotton. So the idea is that I will get this and I will put 50 in the middle. And then I will put teeny tiny little embroideries about my day or words, or I'll actually show a few. Maybe I'll show an example of kind of what one of these looks like when it's done. And you just stitch a motif every day. And I have quite a bit of floss, so I shouldn't have a problem with a variety of flosses and things. And probably put on buttons and things too. So that is the idea right now. The other idea that I was going to restart the Mermaids, I couldn't source and get everything to me in time. So that's not gonna happen. I know that some of these people, like, who else? We have the Stitching Owl is turning 50 this year. Just So Sherry. And Carolyn from Off the Grid, the Evertotes, and Stitch North. We're all turning 50 this year. I know somebody was talking about having starting 50 things for their 50th year, and I'm like, I'm having a hard enough time with 5. So, and I think I totally in total I have like 12 on the go right now, but I can't even keep up with that. So I don't think I could start 50. I don't have anywhere I could store 50. And I keep buying floss, even though I obviously have a lot of floss. And that you can't even see all of it because it's, maybe if I tip this up here. There's 2 rows. You can see all of that. And I have bags and bags that I haven't even put away yet, because I need to make floss cards or floss drops so that I can hang them on the hooks. And I have more hooks. Dog got at it. I have more hooks to put up on the pegboard, to put more stuff up. And I never have time off to do it, so I never get around to it. But mostly the thing that's holding us back is I need to put up I need to make a absolute crap ton of the floss drops, and so that I have everything, and then I have to sit around and do it. Maybe I should put up my camera and just sort of like speed it up and show you what that looks like. I would also like to actually get some things made. When I got the hoop, I also got some fabric to make more project bags. So I would like to make at least one project bag. I've shown in the past the metric fuck ton of quilting fabric I have. And what else do I have? And the only one thing I did forget last time to show was I won a comment draw, I guess. This is a lavender and lace pattern, the Angel of Spring. Now, I've done the Angel of Autumn, the Angel of Winter, and I think the Angel of Summer. I think I've done the Angel of Summer for somebody too. But I never have done the Angel of Spring. And so Chris from Chris Cross Stitch, he got these donated. You can't see. Oops. So he got them donated from somebody or found them somewhere. And he had a comment draw just around Christmas time. And I put my name in and I won. And it just came 2 weeks ago, just after I filmed. So thank you, Chris. It finally arrived in Canada. And that's one of the ones that I will be trying to kit up. I will also like to kit up sometime this year Tiger Lily, because I hear that there is quite a bit of a call. People want to do that one, and if I can just get it done, then I can pass the stash or pass the pattern on to somebody. And maybe if I ever get to 500, whatever, by the time I get this done, maybe I'll be closer to 500 than I don't know if I'll ever get to 1,000, but I might get to 500. If I ever get, I don't even know. Once I get it done, we'll see. We'll see if there's a close milestone number that I'm pretty close to, and once we hit some kind of milestone, maybe I'll actually do a comment draw like all the big YouTubers do, where comment and I will pick a name and send it to somebody. But right now I have I have 95 subs, and each of my things gets maybe 100 views. So I don't know if it would be worth it to set up a giveaway, but we'll see. Once I get it kitted up and I get it finished, then we'll see where we are. How about that? And with that and all my rambling, I think it's probably time to go. This is the bag that I made back in the 90s. Tarot bag. It's made out of black silk. I've stitched it and put on an embroidery and some ribbons. That's how I was when I was younger. And I think we're gonna say goodbye because I have to take my daughter and her boyfriend out for their birthdays. Her birthday is this Tuesday. His birthday is this coming Friday. And so we're taking them out for supper tonight. So I'd like to get this edited and uploaded and ready to go. So I will see you probably around 3 weeks from now. I'm not even going to try 2 weeks because I never get enough done. So I will see you then. Adios, muchachos.